Hey, Porch Chronicles, how y'all doing out there? Passing that test, let me explain why that was such a big deal. I'm doing a leg treatment, so you might hear the machine in the background. When I first started therapy, I went to therapy because of being in a bad relationship, not because I think that I needed therapy. So, my first therapist was a white man. And I didn't take therapy seriously. So when I saw that I had a white man, I was like, oh, it don't matter. I'm just here to talk about the BS that was in my last relationship. So they do a little process where they get to know you, blah, 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 ask questions, this, that, and the third. So he asked a couple questions about something about my emotions. And when he found out I didn't really operate in my feelings, he gave me an assignment. His assignment was to talk to the little girl where I left my feelings and emotions and cut them off. He was like, I want you to go sit with that little girl and tell her you okay and tell her how your life has been and it was never her fault, this, that, and I was like, that sound weird. And I was in my thinking in my brain, I said, that's some that color people shit. Because that's what we think. So I was like, I'm not going to do that. That sounds strange. Now, mind you, I think he gave me this on the second time we met. Maybe the first or the second, but I know it was real, real early. So, excuse me, you guys. He was like, he would give me homework. He gave me a book to read. That was really good. I can't remember the name of it anymore. It's up there, though. And he gave me an assignment to talk to myself in the mirror, to that little girl, about her feelings and emotions and stuff. So for 2 days, I was like, I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that. That sounds stupid. That sounds crazy. And then, I read the book first, and the book was really good. So I was like, well, maybe he might know what he's talking about. So I'm going to go ahead. I sat in the mirror in front of my bathroom, and I started talking to the inner child in me that was the little girl that was hurt. And you talking about cry. Man, I cried so much. It probably took me 2.5 hours to get out of that mirror from talking to that little girl. And you talking about set me free. That was the beginning of peace. I remember that little girl always feeling like she wasn't smart enough. She wasn't this, and I sure didn't feel beautiful. Chunky, glasses, thick hair. How beautiful did you think I felt? Plus, I got teased all the time. Plus, I was taller than everybody. Plus, I wasn't known to be the smart child. I had a lot against me, child. So sitting there talking to that little girl and showing her where I was and who I am now and where we at and blah, 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 it was a big, big release. So much so that it really did open the door to the path of the healing journey that I'm on now. That test that I just passed almost made me feel like that little girl again, but I kept saying, no, I got this. I know I can do this. I know that I can do this. And I did it. Yeah, you're going to have to conquer your inner stuff almost every day, but you can do it. Thank you for listening, Porch Chronicles. I love y'all.